So the other day, so a couple days ago, I rewatched the old Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which is why I kind of posted that meme on our Stephen and Note Instagram page. That's stupid about the Undertaker, and I'm watching the beginning of this movie, and I realized. Well, I'm kind of curious to you guys. When you guys watched this as a kid, what age did you realize or start to question that all these people were living in a bed together? And as I'm watching this movie, I'm looking at these people in the bed. Besides Charlie and maybe the uncle, I can't imagine what the smell or the skin leaves or the skin tags or farts or cum in that blanket in bed the entire time. And so I'm just kind of like how are you guys bothered by that at all? Have you rewatched it lately? I know you have kids. I know, Zach, I'm sure your kids love Charlie Chocolate Factory, but when you get to that part of the movie at the beginning, are you going to tell them, hey, this probably isn't really sanitary, just accept this for what it is?
I can speak for Paul and myself and say, no, we've never thought about that. Because we
haven't. Welcome to episode 16.
Welcome to episode 16, which is called Skin Tags and Cum or whatever the hell else he said. Here's the thing. As an adult, I definitely started thinking about how like weird the dynamic was of how they were living. But no, I never wondered like
they never. You see the first half hour of that movie, he comes out of that bed all together. You never see them do laundry.
Are you talking about farts though, dude? If you're eating cabbage soup. For months on end, bro. Your farts.
Where does Charlie and the Chocolate Factory take place?
I don't know. Hold on.
For the first 30 minutes, a heap of trash.
No, I mean okay, but over in like Europe and like back in.
That's actually I actually have. I would assume like an industrial city, maybe in Midwest Chicago, even maybe New York. I don't know. Again. And they weren't even in like it had to have been before like California Kings or Queens, because they were in whatever it was. It looked like just a 2x4 with blankets. It's just the most disgusting thing, and that family is so fucked.
God damn it!
I don't know why I don't know. Let's see. Where does Charlie and Chocolate Factory take place? What country is it set in? Let's see.
Yes.
What's my fucking internet over? It's set in Germany.
Okay, see that kind of makes sense.
It was shot in Munich, Germany, but no one has like accents or anything.
But I would imagine if it's in Germany, the people lived like that a long time ago. Like everybody, the whole family lived under one roof.
Yeah, it says it was shot in Munich, Germany.
Well, everyone in that bed should have been shot there too, because that smell. So I guess that kind of leads to my actual first question: is when you guys
there's a question.
When you guys get to like a hotel or something, obviously if you're touring or whatever, what's the weirdest thing or like the most bizarre thing you found in your room from a previous guest that the cleaning staff did not clean up or take out?
Condoms, like used ones in the trash can.
That's run of the mill.
I found a bag of weed under one of my beds one time.
Yeah, I found some cocaine.
Really?
Hell yeah.
I don't think that, but like I don't like. So if I'm in a room for like more than one day, I will unpack. Like right now, like all my shoes are in the dresser out here. All my clothes are in the dresser in the bedroom. All my hoodies and stuff are hung up. Like I unpack completely.
Sure.
So one time I was staying at a hotel. Where was it? I want to say it was in like Des Moines or like Sioux Falls or something. And I was
say no more.
Yeah. What else do you need? I either found meth or cocaine.
Right.
And I remember I would always put stuff like in the drawer next to the bed, and I looked under there and I kind of like moved like whatever, like Gideon's Bible or whatever it is in there, and there was like literally like a little bag of cocaine.
Hell yeah!
Damn.
I mean, I can't confirm that it was cocaine because I don't do cocaine.
Zach's like, I didn't confirm it.
I can't confirm either,
Yeah, I gave it to John, and he did a bunch of it, and he was like, "This is for sure cocaine."
Right. Then I actually ate the rubbers, like his bazooka bubblegum. I'm surprised how they make candy cigarettes. How they haven't made like edible condoms, where it's like
I'm sure they have
the ring, but the inside's like this coconut flavored gelatin or some shit.
I guarantee you, there's edible condoms somewhere.
How was your guys' Father's Day?
Man, I flew home. So here's the thing. Here's the thing about Father's Day for me. I didn't have, so in my notes in my phone, I write down stuff I want to talk about on the podcast. So literally until Sunday, I had nothing written down. Because I've been in that.
All it takes.
I've literally driven from the studio to the hotel to the studio. That's the only places I've been. I went to dinner with Hoogie and our main engineer Doug one night. That was really it. But then I flew home just for Father's Day. I flew home for like less than 24 hours.
So all you need is one day of flying,
buddy. It is. I went from nothing to so many things. But
now
my Father's Day was
gripes?
good. Yeah, we'll get to. You guys know what the gripes are. I already texted you what the gripes were. My Father's Day was good. I got to hang with my kids. My wife led worship in church, so I got there kind of late. But
gripes.
I got to go, and then we went to have lunch, and then we just chilled in the pool most of the night. My wife made me a cake.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. Paul, how was your Father's Day?
No, John, how was yours?
His Father's Day was good. John goes,
I was in the middle of going to ask exactly question, but then I try and pause.
We need to hear what the question is because
your question is way more important than anything I did. So please.
No. I need to know what your question is.
No, when Bethany runs the service, like obviously she's super talented musically.
I'm
all your
fucking
friends.
Terrified right now.
Yeah.
Have you ever? Well, no. Like when you go when she comes to Shinedown show or Smith Myers, sometimes you'll call her up. And has she ever been to church service with you and called you up and be like, "Oh, here's my boy toy lover,
seemingly
Zach Myers.
unknown guitar player husband."
She's asked me to play in church with her. I'll never do it.
She's like the masses need second chance.
I've played second chance at Sunday service. I don't get nervous on stage at shows. I don't. It just doesn't happen. But I've played a couple weddings for family members. I've never been so nervous in my entire life.
What's the guarantee looking like for a good old church service or a wedding?
Yeah, it's about.
Show me some numbers first, and then we'll talk.
It's about 1/100th of what I usually make.
We know the catering is going to be wine and bread, so we're good there.
Sure. The catering is going to be legit for sure.
Oh,
that grape juice or cranberry juice is always pretty damn good.
It is. It always makes you want to leave church and go buy a bottle of sparkling grape juice.
Yeah.
Every single time, dude. I never have it at my house.
And those little crackers. Oh yeah.
So 100%. My wife will do worship at two churches sometimes. One is literally with all of my friends, with Chris, Justin, Zach, all those dudes. And that church,
Zach,
Justin, and Chris. And so that church, they do like real wine. So you got to pick the right shit. Like you can't dude, they get turned up on Sunday, bro.
Can you imagine not knowing that and being a recovering alcoholic and you just off the wagon? You're just.
Well, I think you look over. Well, their church is a little bit different because Zach, Chris, JR, Justin, Zach, and Chris, they're on a flip cup team there, and they're always losing to Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Yeah, they get turned up, dude.
Yeah, dude. We play beer pong for Jesus at our church. Get turned up in the name of the Lord. Praise God. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, dude.
Amen.
Hell yeah, dude.
First off, Paul, I want to ask how your Father's Day was, but secondly, I want. Are you being held hostage right now? Like, where are you? Because it looks like someone's about to come on screen with a knife and be like, "Yo, we're cutting your head off." Yeah,
the Iranian flag is right behind this. I just made a quick switch out real quick.
Yeah. Paul's actually back in the jail cell.
Paul looks like the promoter of the Beastie Boys for the Tibetan Freedom concert right now.
Are you in the dorm room of some exchange student?
This guy just beat the shit out of a monk and was like, "I gotta record a podcast."
God damn, dude.
Damn, bro.
I'm currently at work in my office.
This man's in fucking Gandhi's basement right now, kid.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Did you just watch Tears of the Sun?
Yo, Jesus.
My God,
looks
dude.
like Neil Young's about to come out and play. Looks like Neil Young's about to come out and play a 3-song set, dude.
Good Lord.
How was your
My Father's Day was great. Thanks for asking.
Jesus. Which Shaolin monk are you?
Are you Liu Kang of the Liu Kang clan?
I am Liu Kang. 36.
Stone Cold Paul Austin of the Shaolin monks, ladies and gentlemen.
Holy crap, man.
So I'm at work currently.
I thought we were your work.
Yeah, no, for real. It feels like it's a full-time job sometimes. My Father's Day was great. We went swimming. We went swimming, barbecued, and yeah, it was a good time. We had fun. That was it.
You posted that picture of your daughter at the was it the outdoor like water fountain?
Oh yes, and we went to a birthday party on Saturday.
I loved those fountains as a kid. The best.
Oh, dude, the splash pads are great.
Growing up, I would like drink the water out of there. Maybe that clearly not the best thing, but growing up,
that explains a lot.
Yeah,
growing up, it's the best.
That explains your taste. Yeah, mine was good, man. We swam and we
just hung out.
Somebody sent Avery. Someone sent him a Lou Malnati's cheese deep dish pizza for his birthday, and I still don't know who it was.
Yo, that's a move right there. That's a great gift.
That is.
That's the only thing I get on Golden Belly too. That thing is so good.
Gold Belly. Oh, dude. I mean, there's some good ones. If you've never gotten, man, dude, I don't want to talk about it because then people are going to order it. It's going to be back ordered again. Zupardi's frozen pizzas off Gold Belly, the best frozen pizza you will ever have, ever.
Done.
Ever.
Like, order it right now.
Not even like by like, oh, like it's like better than, you know, it's pretty good. No, like
keep talking.
By a long shot. He's got to go take a dump in a Home Depot bucket right now.
He's over eating a Celeste pizza on the House of the Rising Sun.
No, since we're talking about pizza, so
bro, this dude.
This is Barro's Pizza. I haven't eaten today.
Are you filming Argo too? What are you doing right now? Jeez.
Good Lord.
This guy's on the set of Sicario 3 right now.
Yeah, look at him.
They're just feeding him now for the first time in 3 days, dude.
Right. This is his one call. Hey guys, I need 75 minutes for my two homies.
This is his one call.
I'm finishing this slice now because I hate you guys so much.
Oh man. What were you gonna say?
No, I'm just like, it's super like think of the random three of us right now. Like, yeah, like nothing's out of the place. So like, I would not anticipate or expect anything different.
No, it feels so.
I just didn't know Paul was part of the Communist Party. That's what's throwing me for a loop.
You're welcome.
This guy's at the Bernie Sanders election office right now.
Yeah, Paul, wake if you can talk to us.
Yeah. Hey. Hey, blink in the rhythm of All Star by Smash Mouth if you're being held hostage right now. Oh man. When I was leaving, I literally booked my flight Saturday night to go home Sunday, and I had to leave the airport at like 3:50 in the morning. And so we're staying out on this like it's like, I like Charleston, but this just like a super white rich people island that we're staying on, like just very khaki out here, you know. And there was just a total, you know, fucking Kappa Delta Pi or whatever the fuck. There's like a dude. There's like a
hell yeah.
There's like a swing outside the front of the hotel. This is at 4 o'clock in the morning, mind you. I walk out. There's a dude asleep on the swing, and bro, like this is the place where they probably like murder homeless people and just throw them in the ocean for sharks to eat. I'm like, there ain't no homeless people out here, bro. This is like Pleasantville on steroids. So I'm like, and this dude was like a well-dressed dude, just fucking conked out, bro, on the swing. So I'm like, how do you get? Because even when I drank, like I only remembered doing something once where I didn't know how I got there and why I was doing it, and that's why I stopped drinking. And I think both of you guys know that story.
The all guy orgy, yes.
Yeah, that's the one. But hey,
at the salad bar at Costco.
It was at a men's fitness tournament, so all the guys looked great. Honestly, it was like it was at a first form. It was at a first form thing.
It was FitCon.
Yeah, Tommy Vex was actually singing at the orgy. It was really weird. So we're keeping that in there.
Yes, we are.
So like, I don't remember, like, I've never, other than that, like, I've never been in a situation where like I was like drunk enough to where I like passed out somewhere, like in a public location.
So When I used to drink, my tolerance was through the roof. Like I have a very high tolerance to really anything.
Is this before prison or after?
We're going to talk about the jail story on this
right.
episode.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
we will talk about it.
Thank God. I'm starting to get upset.
I,
People are getting upset. And like, I'm actually starting to be like, I don't think he went to jail.
I have only been completely blacked out, passed out, drunk one time. And I'm going to tell you guys where it was. And you're going to be like, oh my God, you're still alive. It was for my 21st birthday. And I was out on tour with 36 Crazy Fists.
Yeah, dude.
And I love those dudes so much. And we were at the machine shop in Flint, Michigan.
Yeah, dude.
And I passed out in the parking lot by myself. And and people are like, oh, have you ever been near death experience? That was it. If I had one, it was passed out in the Flint parking
you're
lot.
Lucky. You're lucky butt crack Jim Brown didn't like do stuff to you out there, man.
But I'm saying that's my near death experience, and that's the only time I've ever been that drunk.
Look, you're not the first person to have a near death experience in Flint, Michigan, in the last 20 seconds.
I've never been to the machine shop. Never
that's right. You didn't go with me. You weren't with us yet when me and Brent did all the nights there. It's great.
I bet
you don't
owner,
go anywhere
Kevin,
by
right?
yourself.
The owner, Kevin, right?
Yeah, Kevin's the owner.
Yeah, I've met him. Yeah.
Yo, so actually, machine shop, you could walk around. Like, I go to Big John's next door, which is like the sub shop that's right next door. That's delicious.
Next door.
Yo, you want to talk about literally same place in Michigan? There's a venue called Harpo's, which I'm sure you've been to because you've only toured with metal bands. It was my first time ever at Harpo's. This is like 2003, 2004. I walk out of the bus. It's like early. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of early. It's like rock and roll early, 10:30.
2 p.m.
And I go down to there's a KFC and I'm like, man, I'm starving. I didn't eat after show food the night before. I'm like, I need to go get some food. So I walk down to Harpo's. I'm like, man, I'm gonna go get some food. And I walk in and the whole shit is bulletproof glass. Like the whole counter. This looks like COVID in 2003. Like everything was covered. Dude, they didn't even have a slot where they would hand you your food. There was a revolving bucket. They would put it in and they would spin it out and the bucket was bulletproof. True story. So I walk in. It's like 10:45 in the morning by this point. I walk in, tattoos, long blonde hair, probably eyeliner, who knows.
Butt plug.
And so, yeah. Yeah. What? I always try to think of clever things to like go along with what you said.
You can't.
I can't. I couldn't. So, I walk in and talking about like Animal House, the record stopping, like I walk in, everyone in that place is like,
who's this guy?
like staring at me and they're like playing a Harpo's. I was like, yeah. He's like, go back. I said,
nope, not in here.
I said, noted. And I'll walk my ass straight back.
Wow.
I was like, yo. And then I remember reading about literally the news the night before. There was a shooting in that parking lot. The only other time that's happened to me is at the Chance in Poughkeepsie. John goes, yo. So Paul, did we send you what I got Kent for Christmas?
No.
So all right, I'll get this story in a second. So me and Kent years ago started making fake Carnival of Madness lineups. We started a tour called the Carnival of Madness 2010.
No, yep.
Did I send you the pictures of it?
Yes, okay. You did. Yeah.
So the Chance was one of those venues on that thing. So the people, I'm not leaving the people out on this. Kent and I would always make fake Carnival of Madness lineups that would always end in Black Label Society Shinedown. The other two bands could be literally anyone, and I'll send them to JR. He can put them in here, even though they're probably
Madonna, LL Cool J.
Yeah. Just crazy stuff. So, one of the venues was the Chance in Poughkeepsie, and it'll the idea. And then once we met John started getting in on it. You know what I mean? And so
that's incredible.
Then sorry, I have to write down what I need to send to JR because I always forget. So think this is like a fake Carnival of Madness lineup, right? So you'll go, all right, John, give me a venue.
The Gorge.
All right, the Gorge in Washington. All right, so the lineup starts with Shaggy. Then it's going to be Steve Earle.
Yep. Copperhead Road in its entirety.
Only playing Copperhead Road.
Yep, 9 times.
Then it's going to be Crisscross, but only with one of them.
Yep.
Black Label Society Shinedown. Like that's a fake carnival marathon, and we would do it for hours and hours. So for Christmas, I had Marissa from Board Entertainment, who draws a lot of our stuff. I had her make 4 posters that were fake carnival madness lineups with real venues, show times, doors, ticket price, all this shit. Amazing. So anyway, my story about the chances. I was walking out and I want the same thing. I wanted to get food. It was after, and I walked by these 2 cops like standing out like on patrol. They're just kind of like standing outside their car. He's like, "You guys playing the Chance tonight?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "What's the name of your band?" I think I was with Saliva at the time. I was like, "Saliva." He's like, "Do yourself a favor." He goes, "Don't go this way. Don't go this way. Don't go this way." I said, "So go back the way I came." He goes, "Have a good night."
But why? Like, it's so weird. Like, we live in like this ridiculous world where it's like, it's the whole thing.
Poughkeepsie's not a fantastic place.
Let's put it this way: there's a lot of places, I'm sure, in Memphis as well. There's a lot of places in Oakland, California, that if you showed up and you got off of the BART station, they would say, "Wrong exit."
Yeah.
I'm like,
oh, for
keep
sure.
going.
That for sure.
Not the right stop.
But
if you identify someone different, then you're like, "Oh, okay, cool, yeah, you're coming. Yeah, sure, grab a sub."
So anyway, back to places that we've passed out super drunk. John, where'd you pass out on Saturday night?
I just can't look, it's killing me. Taking cuts.
I didn't pass. I mean, I went to bed in my.
Do you
bed.
at what time?
Bubba.
Probably 2:30.
Bubba, try again.
You were on a
Try
sick
again.
one.
2:30.
I'm Mr. Brightside.
Yeah, it was probably around 2:30.
I left for the airport at 3:50. I'm pretty sure you were still on Instagram.
Yeah, you're at Central Time though. So that doesn't
No,
make any
I'm on
sense.
Eastern Time.
Zach texted me. He's like, "Yo,
Which would have
please
been, it
tell me
was
you're still awake."
4:50. If I left at 3:50 Central Time, that would have been 4:50 your time.
This
I
dude
don't know.
texted me. He's
I
like,
was so
"Please tell me
hyped
you're
up.
awake. If you are, go look at our boy." I was like, "Oh no!"
I was so hyped up.
I was
Just
like,
ready.
I said, this boy is fucking wilding out right now.
Well, I hadn't drank it for like 3-4 weeks, so I was like, "Yeah, you know what? I don't really do."
You were
Sunday.
overdue.
What's crazy is like, I'm the first year John worked for us, I never saw John drink. And then one night we were in Chicago, and me and my wife and Ollie and Avery was really young, had just bumped into John and Barry and somebody else. I don't remember who it was. And John was lit up, and he was like talking to Ollie, like, John, Ollie knows who John is, but he's like
In pure John form.
He's like scaring Ollie because he's like, Ollie, fight this dude right here. There's like some random guy walking up. He's like, "You won't punch this guy in the face right now, Ollie? Do it. I'll give you $50 if you do it." He's like
Ollie's
bribing
my
my
dude.
kid. Yeah, Ollie.
He took the money though.
Ollie, he did. He punched that guy. No, Ollie likes John a lot. So I flew. I have a thing to bring up that I want to talk to you guys about. I have a couple things actually. So here's my issue with the way that people are treated in like customer service type positions. If someone has a bad attitude, they're like, we're always like, fuck this person. Like, I went to eat
Literally.
at a restaurant on Father's Day, and they were packed. It was a Mexican restaurant, and the people, and like the lady was just like, at first just had a super bad attitude, but then when she came back, it was like she was like super happy. So I want to know where like the weird like juxtaposition is between like, you get pissed if someone's like in a really pissy mood and you're like, I'm not tipping this person good or whatever, but then like if a person's like way too chippy and way too happy, you don't trust them.
Yeah, you're like kind of wondering what facade they're covering up, or what are they just acting this way for a tip, as opposed to just being a normal, decent, good person that, yeah, you might have shit going on at home, but you're not bringing that drama to work, whatever. I don't know. I mean, I'd rather have someone be overly, actually, I take that back. I'd rather be someone be just like really having a shitty day, but professional, as opposed to like overly chirpy and chippy, or it's like, "Oh, you want more salad? Oh, let me get some more breadsticks." It's like, stop it. I came to Olive Garden to enjoy a nice Italian dinner, and you're fucking ruining it with
A
your
fine
bullshit.
Italian cuisine.
Fine Italian cuisine, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I don't want, I want the happy medium in the middle. Like, hey man, what's going on? What can I get you today? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't want the overly like,
Yo, you'd be a good waiter, bro.
I'm like, yeah, hey,
you'd be a good waiter. Like how you just said that.
I'm a boss boy. Like, let's be real. I'm Mexican. I'm working in the back where I can't be seen.
Where you can hang flags, propaganda flags.
I thought he said propaganda flags. I thought he said I'm a boss boy, and then when he goes I'm Mexican, I realized that he said I'm a bus boy.
That's yes.
Yo,
yes.
But like, that's so racist, bro.
It's okay. I can say it. It's against my people.
As you know, Paul, though, the customer service aspect, when you act like an asshole or you're having a bad day, you not only represent yourself, but the company you're working for or the restaurant, whether it's the band or the team you're part of. So these people that work these 9-to-5 jobs, not to knock them, I get you have to put a roof on your head and whatever, but they treat it as a paycheck as opposed to someone that really loves what they do. And you kind of see that juxtaposition of that kind of yin and yang of where people are in terms of like how they treat customers and stuff like that. Because
even in our line of work, like me and Kent will get like somebody will give me or Kent a bad review, like just shitty experience. Yeah, I swear
do we
to God,
have a
like,
Yelp or something? Did I not know about?
Something of that nature. Yelp or you get emailed.
Yeah. Instagram is the new Yelp, bro.
There you go.
For sure.
Yeah, no, I want a happy medium. I don't want anybody too overly happy.
I think it's kind of funny though that we're talking about this because, like, me and Eric were joking the other day because, like, I you always see those memes where it's like somebody the other day said, describe your job, terribly describe your occupation, and I said traveling retail salesman. And then Eric goes, an HR executive. And I was like, that's like perfect, dude. Because think about that. Like the fact that you're in a wait staff, whatever, you're in any sort of customer service. But think about the fact that like, we've had people on our crew that were like total dicks to people. And like that comes back to us. Because we talk about that all the time, right? Like we want to be represented by good people because, we've let people go because of this. We've had to fire people because, people from a venue go, well, this guy's a dick. And listen, venue people can be dicks too. So it's like, if you hear that one time, you're like, I don't know what was the venue like? What was the people like? What was the foreman like? What was the crew like, etc. But, if you hear it a bunch, it becomes an issue. You got people who because that's when I have to talk to a crew guy or we have to let go of somebody, I always say, listen, like if you're an asshole to these people, by the time you walk out of this arena, they don't remember your name.
That one guy for that one band.
You represent Shinedown, which is the four of us. So it's such a weird thing, man. Like it's such a weird thing to like grasp and go, okay, we're kind of in customer service too, in a way. Not like utterly too sensitive though. You know what I mean? Like I'm not paying attention to Instagram comments or something. I do too much. Obviously, we'll talk about that later. Yeah.
You ruined Father's Day.
I did, dude.
Have you guys? I get sometimes when I'm kind of bored in the morning when I'm waking up. I watch like the TikTok. I get subconsciously just go through like an hour and a half worth of just bullshit. I literally watch 4 different videos of seahorses giving birth. I was just blown away by the fact the female literally just shoot out like a bunch of like literally hundreds of babies and eggs out of her, whatever, I guess her vagina. But I was just super fascinated that I literally, then I start researching seahorses, and can you imagine females or like any other animal where it's just like, all right, open your legs, put the feet in the stirrup, and just start launching seed all over, where it's like literally 1,000 kids and embryos everywhere. It's just the human, like the animal world is just so fascinating to me. And I had no idea the seahorses did that, so I wanted to share that with you guys.
You know what's fascinating to me is, how they do CTE studies on athletes after they die?
Yeah.
I'm going to need a CTE done on you.
I'll donate.
Can you sign off on this? Can you donate your brain?
I'm actually going to donate my body to Seemingly Unknown Podcast.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to need that in writing.
Well, we're going to have to auction. Sure. We're going to have to auction that off for people just to keep funding it after you're gone. So, You know what? You know what? I don't want this to be. I don't want this to be a gripe. I'll talk about this later. So Memphis got named. They named the best drivers in America, and Memphis was number 5. Dude.
Who did this study?
Memphis social media, when this shit came out, was the funniest thing you've ever seen. People
because that's all you have to brag about.
Like,
but this is only male drivers, though, right?
Hold on, what are you talking about? That's all we have to brag about. Jeez.
Oh, hot mic.
What do you mean it's all? Dude, we have. Listen. Let me ask you a question.
What else do you have to brag about?
I know you're in Tibet right now, but
right,
I am.
Right.
Okay. You can only eat in one city for the rest of your life. You eating in Scottsdale, or are you eating in Memphis, Tennessee?
Bro,
you know what the driving was?
The
driving in the Memphis driving test was actually meteors, like driving around asteroids, car explosions, and hijackings.
Yeah.
Right, see how well you can deliver something. That's all it was.
Dude,
they're pretty good at it. Chicago went for the test.
You guys are out of your minds. Anyway, Memphis drivers are fucking garbage. I can tell you right now. They're the worst. They're the worst, bro. I've driven That's what I mean.
So you won't even accept that credit?
Oh my God, no. Dude.
At the beginning of the movie Armageddon, Michael Bay was actually like, hey, can we just film Memphis? Like, we don't have to bring CGI or special effects in. Like, this is perfect. Like, the world's ending. Let's do that. So it's kind of cool. It's really cool.
This dude lives in Boston, dude, where gang members murder people for like fun just so they can film a movie about it. He's talking about Memphis.
Hell yeah, dude.
Memphis is not a violent city, even a little bit. So Memphis drivers, garbage. And I've driven a lot. You know, I don't drive everywhere we're on tour, but I drive a lot.
Your car drives for you. Shut up.
But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you do. My cameras on my car. My sensors will be like, yo, these people are fucking crazy, bro. No,
the car is sucking him off as he's driving around the crime scenes. They're like, oh, Zach is here.
Memphis social media.
Put it in my gas hole.
Memphis social media, when this shit was made, was like, I saw a Facebook post be like, God damn, they're letting Stevie Wonder do surveys. I was like, yo, dude.
Oh, that's so
Oh, man. Dude, the social media on it was crazy. Anyway, so like Memphis got voted number 5 of best drivers in America. I'm like, this is I don't know who made this list, but it's terrible. Terrible. I think it was in Helen Keller magazine, actually, so I'm not really sure who made it, but.
Oh, my God.
Right. Oh, yikes.
That was a very John thing to say.
I would never say something like that.
So
yeah.
What, Zach? We're talking about your lovely city. Like, you traveled, you flew home. Like, the world needs your gripes right now.
You better watch out. You better be nice, or you might find yourself in Zach's gripes.
All right.
Let's hear him.
All right. There's a lot.
I can't wait.
I'm gonna get heated with one of them.
I'm going to get heated on the same one you are.
Okay, so all right, my first one is
cat dad.
I fucking hate gate lice at airports.
Wait,
I call them gate lice, dude. Remember when I distinctly remember in my early flying years, in my 20s even, sitting in a seat and by the gate where you walk onto the plane would be empty until they said your shit. And then you got up and you went on the fucking plane. Now, dude, you can be in fucking 34F and like you're just standing up there, it's like pacing. I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of the way, man. Like I don't really care how they board planes anyway. Honestly, you could board it from the back to the front, skip first class, do it like I don't really care. Like it doesn't bother me how I get on a plane. We're leaving at the same time. We're getting there at the same. It doesn't matter. So, but I just the disrespect to people who just like stand up and like then you never know who's in line. Like, oh, excuse me, you're in line. Oh no, I'm not in line. Well, then get the fuck out of the way.
I love the guys and girls that are dressed like their business, like they should or they could be first class. They're in Group D.
Yeah,
like dude. Their luggage and their pants aren't even in the main cabin. They have to tuck that underneath.
Dude, you know how many looks I get though? Because I'm in first class and I'm dressed like a homeless sword maker.
You shouldn't be in first class. That's the best,
bro. I'm dressed like a homeless fencer. Like literally, like
Yeah.
What does a homeless fencer look like?
like me. Chris Porter, one time we went out to a really nice dinner in New York. He goes, "You look like a sword maker."
You do look. You probably like a guild, you like make bootstraps or like you're like a blacksmith.
Yeah, dude, that's what so I'm saying. So like, I'll walk on a first class, but here's the thing: like, I don't like rush to get on the plane. I'm not trying to be the first one on the plane. I could care less, dude. Like, I don't care. But it's the people that are like they're literally standing like they're in the line, and you'll be like, then you see the person in front of them go and they don't move. You're like, oh, are you not? No, I'm not in line. Well, then get the fuck out of the line because this is the line, asshole.
Zach's over here, a Coachella blacksmith over here, just fucking
like a
dressing like he's dressing like he's Robin Hood over here.
Bro, I do look. I look like I live in Sherwood Forest, bro, for real. And
he's got his guitar on his back and a quiver.
And John is actually Little John, like.
Dude, I'm dressed like a damn elf, and I get on the plane. Like in first class, and everybody's like, "What the fuck is it?" But yeah, John's right.
No, sir, go sit in your seat.
John's
please.
right though. Like I like that there are people who like dress in like business class, and they're like in section F, and they're like literally at the front of the line. I'm like,
they might not even make the plane. Right, they're not even in the right terminal. They're just standing.
I would
in the way.
rather, if I was in first class, I would rather get on the plane last
because you know you're gonna have all the room you need. That's why this time
exactly like why I don't want to sit here and wait
today
and watch everybody come on.
I wasn't in first class at all. I booked my flight very last minute. It was completely full. I waited till the very end. But also, here's the thing. I think I kind of know why this started happening at a certain point. Remember when there was that point when airlines, it still is. Listen, airlines make the most money and they're the cheapest fucking assholes on the world.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Just curmudgeons when it comes to that shit. So I think it started. Remember when they stopped letting you bring they started charging you for checked bags.
Yep.
Such
Overhead
bullshit.
space. Yep.
So
That's why I fly Southwest, baby.
You'll change, and then they changed the overhead bin space too. So like you'll get on there and like, dude, there's a motherfucker walking to the gate with like a full on suitcase, like a big waist high suitcase as like a checked
are they
bag.
checking the size of those?
No, fuck no. Because here's why. You can't fit it in the overhead bin, but even if you walk on, they'll just pink tag it and you can grab it and then you don't have to check a bag. So that's why they try to get on the plane fast.
How come they don't? If it's about weight, then they don't put weight restrictions on the people that fly. So how do they? I just don't get where they.
That shit's so dumb, man. When they're like, that dude, that bugs me too. Because what happens is you'll go, all right. So I'll have with Delta, I'm whatever their premium unicorn elite
tier is.
Yeah, whatever their shit is.
Platinum, the Shire,
fairy dust.
Lord Platinum Myers of the 7th generation, or whatever the fuck I am. So but I'll go and I can have up to 3 bags, right? But they can all be 50 pounds. But if I have only 2 bags and one's 50 and one's 70, they're like, oh no, you're gonna have to take some stuff out of this bag. I'm like, it's all going on the same fucking plane, guys.
But then you get your carry on through. So I've seen you go through the security. I've seen people literally buy a box of books, drinks, gummy bears, sweatshirts, goddamn lobster magnets, snow globes,
lobsters,
and they literally bring. Boston Terminal B. You can literally fly with 1,000 lobsters. Yes, but no one's telling you
I did know that. I did know that
bullshit you're buying. That dude, I can literally walk in there with 70 pounds of bullshit, handles of gin. No one gives a fuck.
That's what I'm saying though. Like when they're like, "Sir, you're gonna have to you're 5 pounds over. You're gonna have to take that out." I go and put it in my backpack that's going on the same fucking goddamn plane.
Every time that happens to me, I order that amount of food in weight and just stuff it in my body. So I'm still bringing that weight on there. Yeah, screw these people.
Dude, man.
So, terminal lice.
I hate gate lice, man. They're the fucking worst. We need to put an end to that. All right, I know what you want me to talk about.
Let's hear it. Come on. Give us the good stuff.
Give me 5 minutes.
How was your Father's Day, Zach?
So yesterday was Father's Day. And on Father's Day, I saw what I thought and 99.99% of other people thought was a hilarious meme. A hilarious meme. It was I'll send it to JR. It was a meme of a train coming through and it said Father's Day, just minding their own business on Father's Day. And it was running over a bus and the bus said pet owners on Father's Day. Which, by the way, if you have any sort of sense of humor, that is fucking hilarious.
It's
Happy Father's Day to the pet owners.
They have their own
Was
day.
it the end
National
of last
Dog
month?
Day, National Pet Owner Day,
right.
National
but
Cat Day.
I think where you got into trouble. No, actually, you didn't. But where no, but trouble's not the right word. I think what happened was what happened is people, you and I, us three, the majority of people realized that was a joke. But for those people that saw that and the people that threw out like this, oh, we can't have kids or it's a therapy pet. We're not talking about. I hope you if you're happy, you're happy. No one I care, but we're talking about this specific meme here. It is hilarious.
Listen, even if you don't get the fact that it's a fucking joke. First off, what meme?
It is a joke.
What meme isn't a joke? What meme isn't a joke? Even if you don't get the fact that it's a joke, even if you're a fucking pet owner. When the lady got on there and started telling me that I was being insensitive towards people with fertility issues, let me tell you something. Motherfuck you. How about that?
Yes.
I'm done. I'm done with this shit. Listen. First off, how do you look at any other post that I make and not like think of me as like a person who's not like, or a person who's like super insensitive? Like all my posts, like I'm not insensitive about anything.
You're more sensitive. You're one of the more sensitive people I know.
Yeah,
that's why I thought that meme was hilarious.
There are very few things I love in life. How mad Zach gets is in my top 5.
Dude,
in my top 5 favorite things ever.
Bro, listen, when this has happened to me twice, I'll go into the second one later. But
I love that the bird's behind him too on National Pet Day.
The fucking bird's pissed. When I walked in today, he was like, I heard about that fertility shit. I posted listen, it was a picture of a train running over a bus, and all it said was pet owners on Father's Day. That's all it said. And listen,
hilarious.
And then this lady starts talking about how I was attacking her fertility issues. No, I was making.
It's still Father's Day.
First off, I wasn't attacking anyone.
Yeah, you're not a dad.
First off, you're a fucking mom, even if you are. Secondly, I was making fun of pet owners in a fun way. I'm a fucking pet owner. I've had a dog my entire life. I don't remember a time where I didn't have a dog. Here's the thing. When people just go, oh, blah, 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 my fertility issues, that's one of those things that I'm going to hear in the playback that I didn't hear that he just said.
Yeah, no, ears like, what the fuck?
No, so when somebody goes, well, some of us can't have kids, then I wasn't fucking talking to you. We live in a society. We live in a society now. We have to play to the dumbest fucking player on the fucking team. And it is dry. I try to ignore it. But the shit is going too fucking far, man. When I post a funny meme and somebody goes, you're talking about my fertility. Bitch, where the fuck did I say fertility? Did I say, listen, I got friends who have fertility issues. I'm very sensitive to things like that. You guys know something that just happened in my life that we're not going to talk about. That I'm uber sensitive to it, especially right now. So the fact that when somebody, and then everyone, dude, I love our fans so much because they're sensitive like me for the most part, and they'll, you know, when I've overstepped some bounds a couple times. I'll admit that, but dude, they were eating this person alive, dude, eating her alive. They'd be like, well, here's the thing: if you have fertility issues, guess what? You said you adopted a dog. How about you adopt a fucking person? And then tell me how hard it is. Because listen, I got in trouble with this shit once before. That's when the lady, we talked about it on here before, when the lady made a Reddit about me and said I was the worst human ever. I still haven't found the Reddit. It was like 2 months after Kobe Bryant died. I know I'm talking a lot on here, and I want you guys to talk, but
JR, put in that Reddit forum too for everyone to check out.
So it was a couple months after Kobe Bryant died, and I said, listen, I can't imagine those moments, you know, of that last moment. I go, because listen, I said, unless you're a parent, you're never going to understand. You can say you will, you can sympathize, you can empathize, you can do all of those things, but you can't understand. And this lady goes, this is a post about Kobe Bryant. This lady goes, well, I can't have kids. So what you're saying is kind of fucked up. And I go, then I wasn't fucking talking to you, man. I wasn't fucking talking to you. And then and this other fucking lady who still makes fake Instagram pages and comments on my shit all the time. I've blocked her like 100 times. She makes a fucking Reddit page about me being like some fucking unsympathetic person to fertility issues. Like, fuck you, man. Listen, sometimes the people aren't fucking talking to you, so don't get fucking sensitive about it. And I told the lady, and then she commented again after I said that. I go, listen, this wasn't about you. I go, this is about pet owners saying, well, I'm a dad. No, you're not a fucking dad. You're a pet owner. And I've sympathized with that because I'm a pet owner. But stop saying it's the same goddamn thing. Really? You gonna jump in front of a fucking train for your fucking cat named Paul's? Get the fuck out of here, man. No, you're not. You don't know what being a fucking parent is. You're not a fucking parent. You own a fucking animal, man. That's it. And then people are going, actually, they own us. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
They own our hearts. When I saw that posted and I saw her first comment, I literally had typed in, have you thought about maybe the train already drove through the fertility issue? And I'm like, you know what? I can't get this because I don't want to be alerted to these dumbass comments. But dude, I woke up this morning. I'm like, I thought I had to do something. I'm like, oh, I gotta check the stream on Facebook. So I do hate.
Here's my point. Don't comment. This lady, don't comment. Like, do you know how many people on Facebook I disagree with daily, all the time, and Instagram, and that's it. I just scroll on by.
Yeah.
I'm a person who I don't think my opinion is important enough to go on someone else's page and just gargle my goddamn opinion all over the place. So my point to this lady was, and I said, listen, we're not talking about you. And then she just commented again. I said, listen, you know what basically what you're saying is you're saying that if anyone posts anything about kids, they're rubbing it in your face.
Yes.
Like anything, if anybody has kids, that's what you're saying. I go, listen, let me tell you something. I go, do you know how much like coconut drinks look delicious? You know how much I want to eat a fucking Almond Joy or a Mounds? I said, listen, lady, I'm allergic to coconut, so I can't. But you know what? When people post a picture of it or it's International Coconut Day, I don't go on their fucking page and go, fuck you, you don't care about people with fucking coconut allergies. Just like the people with the peanut allergy guy.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I don't care about it. It's just, it doesn't affect me. So like,
why does one person with an allergy have to fuck everything else up?
Well, listen, if it can kill you, I understand. But I don't want anybody to fucking die. But you know what I'm saying?
But that means nobody else can enjoy peanuts because this guy wants to go to a baseball game?
Listen, bro, I don't want to get on this now. I agree with you. But the thing is like, I told the lady, you know what? I said, listen, I think her name's, I'm not going to say her. Fuck her. I'm not going to say her name.
It sounds like it's Beth.
That's my wife's name.
It's Karen. Karen.
It's not Karen.
Karen.
I said, listen.
Karen.
I said, listen. I hate, and I mean I hate avocados. I said, but on National Avocado Day, when somebody posts a picture of an avocado, I don't go, fuck you, you don't care about tomatoes. It's the same thing. You're literally doing the same thing. You're doing the same thing. And listen, and like on Mother's Day, people do this shit on Mother's Day. And I will say this too. It's mostly fucking cat people, man. It's mostly cat people. You know it is. It is. Yeah. It's mostly cat people, dude. Dog people, they're like, yeah, I like my dogs. I call them my kids, but I get it. And literally that was most of the comments. Like, yo, I don't have kids, but I have a dog. Like, but you're right. Taking care of a kid and taking care of a dog is a different story.
Completely.
The whole issue I have is it's a joke. At what point can we not joke about this stuff?
People can't laugh about things anymore, man.
You joke about dying. You joke about whatever. If you find humor in it, maybe it's just the whole thing's stupid. I hate that woman.
Now, John, now you can't joke about it or anytime. You're not allowed to joke about anything anymore. And that's the thing. It's like,
don't joke. Don't laugh.
Joke. Don't laugh. It's not funny. Someone's always going to be offended by whatever the fuck you do. You know what I mean? Like, it's so ridiculous, man, to me that like, again, we have to play to the most sensitive character and we have to play to the dumbest character on the field. And it's like, dude, I'll be honest, man, that's how you become a fucking weak society. Is doing that, and it's going to keep up, and it's going to keep up. Listen, man, I'm all for having sensitivities for, but listen, like, look at most laws, man. Laws are made for the weakest player in the game. You know what I'm saying? There's a Jim Jeffries bit where he talks about that, and he goes, listen, I take drugs like a fucking champ. He's like, but no, drugs are illegal now because Sarah took drugs and stabbed her fucking kid in the head. He's like, I think you should be able to drive as fast as you want all the time. He's like, but we can't because fucking Ben took drugs and Ben drove fast and killed a fucking old lady. And it's like, you can't. We have to play to the weakest player, man. And it's just like, and listen, dude, I'm not one of these fucking, you know. I know I've been ranting for a while. I'm not one of these like, you know, like strong society, toxic masculinity dudes. I'm really not. I'm a pretty.
You're a pussy.
Yeah,
no, it's fine.
I am for the most part.
We better speed up our segments because we have 20 minutes until Paul's head gets cut off on YouTube.
Yeah, we're pushing
my
it
one
now.
phone call's almost up here.
Anyway, from the Dark Knight.
Anyway,
Omar, give me a minute.
Yeah. Anyway, if you have a pet, you have your own day. You have multiple days. You have International Pet Owner Day. You have Dog Day. You have Cat Day.
Sure.
You have Ferret Day. Whatever.
Lizard Day.
You're not a dad or you're not a mom. And that's okay. It's okay to not be a dad or a mom. I'm not saying that. I'm not talking about your damn medical history. Just because
I don't have a dog, but that's me being like, you know, I mean, have you ever had kids? Like, that's not fair. I should be able to celebrate. You know, have you ever had a kid? Like,
shut up.
You did
up.
have a dog. We all had dogs. Named DMX.
We did. That was America's dog.
God damn.
Also, when I flew, my bags didn't show up to the airport, and I was on I think I was on like a one-way flight.
Now let me ask you this, Zach. Do you think Michael Vick would have lasted your meme?
That's not funny.
I'm wondering. Oh, we can't joke anymore? Sorry, guys.
Funny, but I'm laughing.
First off, anyone should laugh at that meme. Do you know what I'm saying? That's a funny meme. Somebody else made the exact same meme that it said instead of pet owners, it said single mothers. It's true though.
I just love memes are so stupid.
Single dads do it on Mother's Day too. I'm like, shut up.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Everyone
has a day.
Make every day Father's Day. Be a good dad. And also, like, all right, this is my last gripe. I know for a fact he just put gripes.
Gripes.
What his dumb shit that he just put in there. All the like fake ass like social media dads, dude, who were posting yesterday. I'm like, you fucking piece of shit, dude. You don't see your kids. You don't hang out. Paul's got to take a breath on this one. Go, Paul. Go, Paul. Go. Do it, Paul.
I can't because I will. I will say some things and I will.
Bro, I just ruined my career on this podcast.
Paul, don't speak too loud. The cartels are listening outside the door.
Yeah. No, that truly fucking pisses me off because I'm gonna get so fucking mad. I'm a dad who co-parents with my daughter's mother, and we do a great job. I have my daughter every other week for a full week. When I have my daughter for the full week, I spend my time with her. We've literally not recorded episodes because I'm like, hey, I have my kid, I can't do it. Like that's for sure the way it is. But the motherfuckers, you know, that don't see their kids and are not involved.
Like John, dude.
And oh my God, John has 40 kids, I'm sure of it, and doesn't see any of them. But he doesn't act like he's a good dad.
But he also doesn't act like he's a good dad, and that's what makes John a hero.
That's important. I'm proud of you, John.
Yeah.
You should get a pat on the back.
Also, John doesn't have a shirt. We haven't talked about that yet either.
You're not. That's not a shirt.
It's actually
we need to make John shirts where we just take super high quality photos of his body and just print shirts.
And it just has, instead of Thug Life, it just says Chop Fit on his stomach in Old English. just cut out of his chest hair. Not even a tattoo.
It says Chop Fit above his belly button like Tupac's Thug Life tattoo. Shout out to our sponsors, Chop Fit, ladies and gentlemen. You can save 20% by using the code Spear Talk on chopfit.com. Actually, you know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go to Kent Reads the Movies, ladies and gentlemen. Kent, take it away.
There goes Kent reading movies. Gonna talk about touching boobies.
Also tonight for $11.99, coming up on Penthouse Channel 595, we've got the 2019 classic, Giving My Wife a Black Shaft. Description: I give my wife whatever she wants because, hey, happy wife, happy life. So I found a hung black stud to plow her perfect pink in ways my shaft can't. Once again, that is Giving My Wife a Black Shaft on Penthouse Channel 595 for $11.99.
All right. What do you want to do next?
Big dog, flash hammer, pink wall, the stink pit. I got a dream and a.
Let's go into dreams. All right, ready?
And John, what do you got for us?
John the Shaman, keeping you on track. All you gotta do is touch his big old sack of mail.
That's such a shaman face.
Wow. I have a amazing email. I got some advice. We're gonna have fun with this one, and I got a really super weird dream. So I'm gonna jump into it. This piece of advice, I can't say if it's a guy or girl because they don't want to give away, because I think this is something that people listening would know.
They, them, the.
Hey, did anybody name the bird?
I don't think so.
Oh, you asked people to name the bird, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone, after your stunt on Father's Day, I doubt it. So here we go. Piece of advice. When my girlfriend and I got together, she came out to me as bisexual, which I was fine with it and didn't affect me at all. As the relationship went on, she fought with herself constantly over it. A few days ago, she told me she was no longer bisexual, but fully a lesbian. I asked if she wanted to break up since she wasn't into guys anymore, and she said
so we know who sent it.
As she is still in love with me, just wasn't attracted to me because I was a man. This is so strange to me. If you were in my shoes, would you leave or stay together with her? I'm not sure how long this will last. Thanks, guys.
I mean, can you stay together with someone if you're obviously this is a guy that sent this? Because he said not attracted to men anymore. I don't know. Can you stay together with someone who's not sexually attracted to you anymore?
What's your goal?
Listen, I know there's lots of marriages that are still together that people aren't sexually attracted to each other.
I mean, all right, hold on. Like,
you said girlfriend, you're not married, bro. It's time to it's time to go. If you're not married,
shit or get
bro,
off the pot. I mean, okay, here, let me ask you a question. Elton John, Freddie Mercury.
Yep.
Married to women at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And they stayed with the women even though they were not straight. So
not really though.
Are they just but not really, but they were still very much involved in their partner's life. So John just says little things just real quick, conquering, and just hopes that we catch him. So I don't see it being a thing. Like, hey, you go your way and I'm going to go my way. Like,
we also don't know, like, you can define love as different things. And if she still loves him, he has to ask himself if he still loves her.
I want to know what love is. I want you to show me.
We learned that back on episode 3 when we were talking about somebody who was in love with a tree.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And they got poison ivy, so I hope it was worth it.
They did. A bad case of it too. We saw it.
I think, I mean, when you care about somebody, obviously you're invested for a while, but best case scenario, I mean, if you're physically not attracted to them or they're not attracted to you, then it's time to go separate ways, you know?
Yeah. It's just, I mean, what's crazy is this, like the pandemic hits and you're either stuck with someone, you can't see someone, and this happens during like the time when you probably spent the most time with this person. So if it comes out at that time, then at least it came out now as opposed to when you're in the middle of a whatever orgy or something.
You get out there and you start seeing some
orgy
dicks
or
and
something.
You're like, orgy.
Weird. I don't know, man. I that seems like to me, if you're, he said girlfriend, obviously they haven't been together too crazy long. Even if you have, like, you literally, someone just came out and said like they're not attracted to your sex anymore.
I'd be curious if this guy.
I'm not sexing you anymore.
Not
What if
sexing
this
you.
guy started dating his girlfriend's lover now? Like, I think that'd be a great follow-up email.
Be like, hey, can I jump in on this action? Like,
Yeah,
you know,
we do a live like feed into your your game night or maybe dinner one night just to kind of see the dynamic.
I mean, I don't understand how like it isn't naturally over at that point. You know what I mean? Like, like the guy's like, should I break up? It's like, bro, she kind of already broke up with you. You know what I mean? Like, if that's, I mean, I don't know. Listen, there's no reason that this can't end and you guys can't be really good friends. You know, obviously, you know, she's not into that kind of stuff anymore. She's
just not into you.
She's just not into dick either. So, and that's obviously what you have,
or in her,
or having one in her. So, you know,
or him. When I print these notes, I actually write notes down through the week. I have a note here where I wrote, "What does a nipple ring taste like?" Like, I don't know why I wrote that.
I can tell you. You probably wrote it Saturday night at about 1:37 in the morning.
Yeah, probably.
Sounds about right.
Total chicken scratch. When you were singing along to God knows what song. I could tell you because guess what? I've got them all.
You've got nipple rings.
No, I recorded all the songs you sang super drunk on Saturday.
Yeah, I love it. It's great.
It is great. There were some new ones in there that like you were getting really intense. You could really tell the songs that you really were into.
I love it when John can't keep his eyes open. He's just like,
Well, the reason why I did Saturday is because I got a message from someone who had never really they like some of my stuff, but they're just around, and they're like, hey, I went through, like, they basically said, hey, I went through these bad times. I'm having a rough week, and when you did this last year, whatever at this time, like consistently, like it really helped me with my mental health or whatever. I don't want to get into this person's. I know what they were going through, and they're like, hey, any chance you do something where I'm feeling like really shitty and stuff. So I just was like, I'll just do it for a couple songs. Like,
so somebody peer pressured you into getting drunk and
well, I was already drinking. I already slammed half a dozen Mike's Hard Lemonades. The new blueberry pomegranate I could bathe in it. So when I got that message, I'm like, you know what, I'll just do a couple. Like, I'm not. But then after the first couple of songs, I'm like, you know what, I can go 2 hours. But then after
I'm glad you took one for the team. Thank you very much.
Like, but then you're like, I could do 6 hours. Like, if I would do it 1 hour, I could do 6 hours. But it's just so whatever. But I thought maybe
a man of the people.
I love that.
John, you're a man of the people.
Somebody's like, yeah, you know what? I'm going through something. It's pretty rough. And John's like, you know what? Fuck my liver, just for you. Let's do this.
I need to get fucked up and sing some songs to you.
All right, what's your advice?
Have you ever had nipple rings, Zach?
No, God, no. Eric Bass did.
Have you, Paul?
No.
What do you think?
Belly button.
We talked about you had a belly button ring like Cisco.
No,
bro.
Yes, Cisco did have.
Joe, okay.
I think Sully Erna had one too.
He also has a belly button tattoo.
I think Batista had one.
Yeah, I'm friends with Sully.
Yeah, well, when you're Batista size,
you can have one at Batista size.
You can have one.
Someone's gonna make fun of you for it.
No.
I would. I don't know if I've ever seen Sully's. If I did, I'd be like, "Yo, bro, you gotta get that removed." I'm gonna get Sully on the podcast so we can tell him. We can talk to him. We have a belly button tattoo intervention.
Fuck's sakes, guy.
Sully, now that we have you here, we got to talk to you about something.
Oh yeah, now that you're on here,
so
what's your advice?
Now I have a dream here.
Oh, dream.
It's the winter time, and we're all hanging out in an abandoned mall parking lot.
Oh, I thought this was advice, and I was like, "It's winter where? Are we in Australia?"
Serbia. There has to be around
where
30
Paul
people
is.
there.
All right, sorry.
Paul, how much you had to get you out of that room?
Sorry. All right, start over, John.
It's winter time, and we're all hanging out in an abandoned mall parking lot. There has to be around 30 people there. So a random guy drives his semi up, where his best friend and I decide it's a great idea to try and drive this thing. So she gets in the driver's seat. I hop in the passenger, and we put it in drive. Suddenly, the brakes don't work and the semi-truck is stuck in drive. We end up speeding up a massive snow-covered mountain, like Mount Crumpet, which I assume is from where the Grinch lives, before we get this thing unstuck and finally stop driving. But then when our dumbasses try to reverse down the hill, and once again the gas pedal gets stuck, we are flying backwards. It's like a really terrible like roller coaster.
Yes.
We crash into the mall behind us and get stuck inside. We get out of the semi, and all the people that were in the mall turn into a SWAT team and start chasing us through the mall. We keep sprinting until we come to a Saw-themed maze. We survived the first 2 tasks, but woke up before completing the third, which I assume we sure means we died. What do you guys think this means? Loving the podcast. Completely changed my mind about podcasts altogether.
Paul?
I'm going to make this very simple. A CDL license is not in your future.
Yeah, you're not going to be driving for Paul.
Don't drive semis.
You're not going to be driving for Paul anytime soon. I don't know, man. That's
or Shinedown for that matter.
Shinedown for that matter. I don't know. You may end up, dude.
Yeah.
We've had drivers not give a fuck before.
You can at least do an amphitheater run.
I don't know, man. Maybe
Smith Myers for sure.
I feel like maybe this person's like, this feels like a little skeletons in the closet ish. You know what I mean? Like,
explain.
Like in the sense of like, all right, you're there. There's a bunch of people around you, right, in this mall thing, but they don't like. Not everyone knows what you've done, right? You got some like maybe you got some like dark secrets, but then the SWAT knows what you've done, so they show up, and then it gets a little hairy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe like you got I don't know. Maybe you got like a secret damn girlfriend or something, or you got a damn. I don't know. You're secretly a Walter White.
You pull all of that out of a semi.
You know what I'm
SWAT
saying?
could be like the real. SWAT could be like your conscience.
Yeah, SWAT your conscience, bro. You could also be Walter White, bro, and be like a damn meth cook or something. You know.
There's a lot of things I could do without having to get something done. Say it's a life or death situation, but I'm always afraid of jumping behind the wheel of a semi truck, especially when they go down those hills and the grade breaks or like you got
to brake a certain way. Yeah,
and it's like there's something when you need to build an extra road just in case you lose control of your brakes just to stay alive. It's just I don't know. That's like my biggest. I don't know if it's a fear, but
hard pass.
In the winter time too. Like, are you kidding me? Like, stop. Like those ice road trucker people that drive across frozen lakes and shit. I mean, it's just
not even ice road truckers. Think about just driving like a damn semi truck full of McDonald's French fries around like a mountain in Colorado when it's cold out or it's got snow.
Just a truck of Father's Day cards that aren't going to Memphis because the Grinch actually lives there.
Bro, you gotta stop talking shit about Memphis, bro. I'm gonna fucking fight you. All right, well, John, do you have any advice?
Yeah, what do you think about that, Dream?
You're the shaman.
I think I just said what I think it is. I think SWAT maybe is kind of like reality checking it on you, but clearly this person is adventurous. But maybe there is a ill will intentions or something. Maybe they got behind the wheel of a car. Maybe they were previously in a bad accident or something. And they're kind of whatever. I don't know. That type of stuff kind of freaks me out because I don't know. I've never had a dream where wherever I'm at, I at least know a place where I'm at or why I'm doing something. This person either had to have been in an accident, just watched How the Grinch Stole Christmas, or literally had an incident in the mall. Okay, either way, like I don't know. It's super. It's cool. We got dreams. I like dreams like that because it's not all serious, and I think kind of.
Speaking of being in a mall parking lot today, when I landed, I was over near a mall because I was going to get some food, and I pulled into the mall parking lot because I needed to send a couple of emails, and I looked up, and it was Gemstones, the Gemstones Church.
I saw that.
I was like, oh, wow, this is where they film Righteous Gemstones. And this is a true story. I walked in the mall just to like, we were like, I wonder what they're filming in here. Walk in. The first person I see in the mall is Danny McBride.
Shut up.
Swear.
No.
They weren't filming, but he had a mask on. He had like a regular shirt on, and they were like looking at angles for shots. Like it was like him and like 7 people, and they had like the whole art board, and they were walking around. And I was like, this is crazy. Like, he was just in there. I didn't say anything to him, but yeah, they were in there. I was like,
we were like, Halloween better not suck, you piece of shit.
They well, no, I can't say that. They're going to start filming it not fairly soon, but sort of soon. No, I thought the first Halloween was great, and then the second one I haven't seen. I got to go to. I was on set for a couple days, but I didn't get to. I don't know.
Sounded like Stack almost got in trouble talking about.
I almost did. Yeah, I almost did. Paul, what do you got? You got some news for us?
Paul reads the news. Paul reads the news.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do.
Oh, cool. I like it when he gets excited about it.
Oh, yes, I do. This one's actually really cool.
Oh yeah.
Listen, because of the country that I'm in right now, I can't talk about a lot of this. But enough of
like
it.
women having rights. Or?
Did you guys know about this? So we talk about DMX on here a lot.
What?
Did you know that Def Jam covered the funeral cost for DMX's wedding funeral?
No, that's pretty. It's pretty legit of them.
They should have saved them.
Like $35,000 worth of funeral costs.
Listen, bro. Listen,
I mean,
monster trucks aren't cheap, bro. You gotta.
Yeah,
bro.
Tell me how much Gravedigger is to get that thing down going down the.
Yeah.
Like that's so sick,
dude.
Like,
good for them, man. Listen, I would, I think that's cool. That
when you make a record company that much money and you are the face of Def Jam for a long time in the late '90s, early 2000s, like.
That thing seems really super cheap. 35,000.
It does.
Oh, it was a majority of the funeral cost.
Okay, so we're talking. Probably,
I'm sure. I mean, it was at Barclays Center. Like, I'm sure there was a lot of.
I bet they covered like the cost of the venue and all that stuff. I bet.
Right.
Sure.
Shout out to Def Jam.
Shout out
for taking care of America's dog.
That was good. I can't wait to get back to Coachella in Palm Springs because there's a new Marilyn Monroe statue.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you? Okay.
It's 26 feet tall, and it's the infamous Marilyn Monroe standing over the dress. And oh man, people are pissed.
I bet. John,
they're mad. Misogynistic eyesore is what they're calling it.
But does a stone statue have a clit? Like, what are we talking about here? Why is it?
No, you can see like the backside of like
it's an
underwear, which are like
image.
granny panties.
I can't.
Yeah. People are out there like protesting, saying that this is misogynistic.
Bro,
this shouldn't be a statue and blah blah. I'm like,
those are the same women that everything in their house is a fucking Marilyn Monroe painting.
And they have a Marilyn Monroe tattoo.
So stupid, man. I don't know why.
With Audrey Hepburn.
How's that misogynistic? It's a classic cinema thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Imagine if she was really that tall, though. Like her bones. She had like
honestly, has there ever been a more influential woman as far as like women go?
Audrey Hepburn, I would say, is equal.
Okay.
No, yeah,
but those two.
Audrey Hepburn. Other than that, no.
They had fashion movies. I mean, they had the looks. They had everything.
Presidents.
Yeah, I mean.
So when you talk about influential, I mean, the next story comes up perfectly. The girl that put Gorilla Glue in her hair. She's influential, right?
Oh man, is there a 26-foot statue of her?
There is actually, and it's going up in Memphis.
Sweet. God, that was a John joke, dude. Wow. What a bunch of dickheads. Wow.
No. So this girl who was a goddamn idiot and put Gorilla Glue in her hair now has her own hair care products.
Stop. You knew that was coming.
Fuck off. You fucked up. You put Gorilla Glue in your hair. I'm not taking advice from you.
Gorilla Glue should make hair products. Be genius marketing.
They really should.
Gorilla Glue should, but not this woman who put Gorilla Glue in her hair.
All that is,
she thinks she's gonna be like she has her own hair.
She thinks she's gonna be I saw that. She thinks she wants to be the next Khloe Kardashian or whatever.
Some Kardashian. That. I'm like,
I didn't even know who it was. I just it said her name and it said
that's Gorilla Glue Girl. That's what I call her.
Triple G. We call her.
Assuming you guys, like myself, have thought about maybe super gluing your pee hole shut, how do you unglue the pee hole?
Do you not remember one of the episodes where I talked about being strapped down in a straight jacket and having my pee hole cut open while I was awake and anesthetized, however you would say that.
Like, imagine using that as lube and you're just like, oh, fuck, I fucked up. Like this rubber cement.
I think that's why they.
Your
I think
hand just gets stuck to dick.
That's not your dick, though. Here's the thing. The scenario is you're in a threesome, like a swingers party. You're not gay, but you're all like you grab the wrong rubber paste or whatever.
That is the ultimate prank. If you're, oh my god!
You're like, what?
If you wanted to be such a jerk, you just swap out the lube for just Gorilla Glue at an orgy. Oh my god! I love this podcast. This is my
Gorilla Glue Orgy is the name of this episode.
I got one more, right. And this is so good.
That clapping would slow down exponentially too. Fuck! I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come.
I got one more. God damn it!
Do not come.
So there's another person that is a massive Sasquatch fan. And that is our Steve-O of Jackass.
Hell yeah.
He looks like he would be a Sasquatch fan.
Now, he's such a big fan that he wanted to make his own Sasquatch suit.
Cool.
He's like, I want to make a Sasquatch suit so I can run around dressed like Sasquatch. But, animal hair just isn't going to cut it, so I'll start using pubes.
Were they his pubes?
Oh, that's a great question, John. And here, this is your answer.
Thank you.
Fucking no, they weren't. He fucking put up a thing asking everybody in fucking Calabasas, California, wherever the fuck he lives. Memphis. Hey, come in Memphis.
Those Memphis
hey guys, come on out. If you're over the age of 18, you can donate your pubes to my Sasquatch suit,
bro.
And I will personally shave off your pubes and throw them in a bag, and I will put them as a Sasquatch suit on me.
Yeah,
I don't know how much time he spent in Calabasas, California, but I can go ahead and tell you that there's not a lot of pubes working around there. That shit's been lasered off like the fucking Jetsons did it, bro.
The fact
Calabasas is probably like Calabasas and Beverly Hills are probably like the least pubic areas in the world. I would like to know what the least pubic area in the world is. Can we?
I would say one of the heavily thicket, like the heavy thicket, like the heavy flesh, the hair thicket.
What are you trying to say?
Like Sioux City, I think has like some of the best bush. It'd have to be, right?
Dude,
like
I bet.
North Dakota,
Sturgis, South Dakota, when the bike rally's going on.
The Dakotas in general.
That's a highly pubic haired area.
Oh,
for sure. You know those dudes.
Portland, Oregon in
bush,
general. All of Oregon.
All of Oregon. Underarm hair. All of it.
Oh, dude. Armpit hair that actually gets.
Are we talking about men or women?
Actually, in any direction 10 miles outside of Portland, Oregon, they actually don't make razors.
That's crazy. I'm not surprised.
Oh God.
Yo, that's crazy though, man. That's
Is he?
The dude's just.
He's a wild boy though. I like him.
He is, but usually a lot of the stuff he does is to prove a point or something, especially in his later life,
like animal conservation and stuff like that. No, this is just because he's out of his mind.
So this isn't about like maybe cancer or chemotherapy, or this is just like let's make a.
I want your ball hair on my body as a suit.
Do you think people donate like their asshole hair? He's like, come on, guys. Like, how do you tell?
No, he like set it up to where dudes just showed up and he would voluntarily shave him himself.
Oh my God.
Yes.
No. Get out
with
of here.
His hand.
Yeah, here, let me hold this bag underneath your nuts and I'll just shave off your
guys.
Yeah, any males over the age of 18 that wanted to donate their armpit hair or their bush, come on out.
Those crazy scissors from the 90s that cut like weird shapes.
That have a pattern. The children's scissors.
Like they look like triangles.
He's just holding up the shaft for the guy and just cutting underneath.
I can't wait to see this suit.
He's like, hey, you want me to get you circumcised while I'm down here? Like,
what do you think that suit smells like?
Oh my God.
Hey, do you think he's using? Do you think he's using Gorilla Glue?
Oh my God.
How do you like? He's just literally coating himself in like cum and like fur. It's disgusting.
Cum fur.
Cum and fur. Oh my God.
We're running out of time, but
I love that we've talked about Bigfoot and semen twice on this podcast.
I'm sure we've talked about semen and Bigfoot more than twice.
Together, like correlated.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. How could we bring these two completely polar opposite things in one topic?
Anyway, a shout out to your sons, Paul, in the Western Conference Finals. They won the first game of the Western Conference Finals too. Shout out to them. And also, I've been watching every game, and like, man, the Philly game last night was crazy, dude. Crazy.
That was, dude. Trae Young, man, that kid's. I think he looks like a little troll, but goddamn, that dude can shoot.
I hate him.
I hate him too, but damn.
But dude, so here's a fun stat that I read. This is
I don't now. Hold on, real quick. I have Milwaukee beating Atlanta, and I have the Suns beating the Clippers. I truly, I have the Suns beating the Clippers.
Man, dude, the Suns. First off, there's never been a Suns Bucks series
championship. No.
Paul, will you be able to watch it, or do you have certain hours you can watch TV that often?
It's only certain hours.
You can't watch it here.
Yeah.
You got to be very careful what you do there. They don't have TVs there either. There's a fun stat. Fourth quarter, Ben Simmons, one of the second star player on the Philadelphia 76ers. Game one,
the 76ers.
Game one, he was 2 of 2 on the field goals. Game two, he was 0 of 0 in the fourth quarter. Shot 0, made 0. Game 3, 1 of 1. Game 4, Game 5, Game 6, and Game 7, he took 0 shots in the fourth quarter. 0 shots. You want to talk about not stepping up to the moment, ladies and gentlemen? That is how you do it. Don't do that. I think Philly had a great chance to go. I kind of wanted them to go over the Hawks, honestly. Just
I wanted Doc Rivers to go, but
yeah, I love Doc Rivers, but also it's weird. I love shit. That's so weird. I'm so weird. I love shit talkers in certain sports. I love Conor McGregor. Mm-hmm. I love shit like that.
Yep.
But the basketball, I'm not. I don't know. I don't like Trae Young at all.
I don't like him either.
The problem is the basketball players. If you did shit talk, I don't think there's a player out there. Like, remember with like Ron Artest and like these type of guys who like would actually fight you. Like they'd actually. I mean, even Shaq in his prime would fight you. I mean, I remember when he went after Keon Clark of the Raptors and really thought he was a back. And it's like those were you can actually shit talk and back it up. Yeah. Now they just flop. And it's
oh my God, dude. That's the thing about the Clippers, man. Like, here's what I learned. I'm a huge basketball fan, and the Grizzlies and the Clippers had some matches back in the day in the playoffs. Like, dude, some of the best times of my life, not just in sports, I mean ever, were at Grizzlies Clippers playoff games. Like, the energy palpable. I mean, it was so good. The time, dude, when Zach Randolph like clotheslined Blake Griffin, and then I always hated Chris Paul, right? Because I'm like king of the floppers, and then I realized once he left the Clippers, it didn't flop anymore. It was specifically to me. A lot of people do it, but the Clippers are the worst, and they still do it to this day. It was so bad. The Nets too, man. The Nets were doing it a bunch. It was crazy.
Oh, dude.
I'm kind of glad they lost though.
Yeah. No. I thought, and James Harden is the biggest flopper I think ever, and I can't stand watching him play because he could barely tapped and he fucking flying everywhere.
You don't even have to touch him though. He flies back anyway. I hate that too, and I don't like James Harden just because
great cock.
If he has 30 points in a game, 15 of them are free throws mostly. Like
free throws because he took a flop
so much, man. It blows my mind to the things like that happen. Mm-hmm. All right. Anyway, I can talk about basketball all night. Paul, do we have new shirts up for a pre-order?
Oh, hey, we have shirts up for pre-order by the time this episode comes out. Oh my good God.
Will they be done by the time this episode comes out?
No. So as soon as this episode is over, everybody go grab a shirt, please. They will be up until midnight tonight. So Eastern time.
There you go.
So please go pick one up.
Go get one. And if you would like, please subscribe to the podcast on this channel.
The link is in our Instagram bio.
Yeah, the link is the link for everything is in our Instagram bio. So please subscribe to the podcast, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We very much appreciate it. Like and sign up for notifications. If you have dreams that you would like us to analyze, if you have advice you would like us to give, the email is suplifeadvice@gmail.com. John?
suplifeadvice@gmail.com. And we will also shave your pubic hair.
Paul, what's the email address?
suplifeadvice@gmail.com.
So on behalf of John Guarnieri, Paulie Tamale, and myself, go Suns. And we will see you guys. Well, me and John will for sure. Paul's about to get his head severed. But we will see you guys. We will see you guys very soon. Take care, and we will see you next week. NERDS. Later.
Yes, next week we'll talk about prison too.